שלום, שלום, טסטינג, 1, 2, 3, אוקיי, נראה שזה עובד, הכל אמור לעבוד. בוא נראה, אין שום סיבה למה זה לא יעבוד. בוא נראה בטלפון. זה עובד? אוקיי, עובד, פרפקט. אוקיי. זה קצת יהיה אינטרסטינג, כי טכנית סיימתי את סלייד הפרינסס. אנחנו כרגע זה עדיין על המסך של רובלוקס. אין לי שום סיבה למה לעשות לזה. למה לא לעשות לזה? כאילו למה לא לעשות לזה הייד? אין לי שום דבר עובד, אוקיי. טכנית אני סיימתי את סלייד הפרינסס. הסטורי. אבל אפשר לראות שיש יותר מדי דברים פה. אז כן, let's do this. אוקיי, הגיע הזמן לטראומה דאמפ, basically. לא פתחתי בכלל את המשחק מאז הפעם קודמת ששיחקתי. אני לא יודע כזה למה לצפות. אני רק נכנס reset gallery. לא משנה. יש עדיין פה. Damn both you to an incomplete existence. יודעים שאני אפילו לעבוד על... עדיין יש לו דברים בקאבין. אוקיי. למה אני לוחץ על הטאב? בגלל Tales of Tonight. Continue מביא אותי על האנדינג. אוקיי. Basically יש לי פה כמה דברים. מהקאבין. זה עם contrarian, נכון? נראה לי פה זה עם contrarian. איזה הריסט?
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
כן, הכל רגיל. Silently continue to the cabin.
You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. A warning before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
אני עומד לקחת את הבלייד. כן, זה המיין צ'וייס שבו הכל עושה בו פולבק. זה המיין צ'וייס שבו יש את הפולבק. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
She sounds dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Continue down the stairs.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Steal your nerves and step forward.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me? I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this.
If you hesitate now, it will be too late. Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh. This is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well.
אני יודע בדיוק מה יהיה פה. זה קרה לי פעם קודמת, או פעמים קודמות.
But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago, that arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Of course it is. She's dead.
Yes, exactly. It's over. With your work done, you make your way back up the stairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. Why do I feel like we've done something terrible? You did kill someone. Greater good or not, something would be very wrong with you if you didn't feel at least a little bad. But it was for the greater good. One of these days that will sink in and help ease your guilty conscience. But that day isn't today. Let's just get out of here.
Leave.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
The long quiet. Interesting.
What happened? Everyone is fine. It's just that you and the cabin are now far away from them. Don't worry. You'll be safe here. This is good. Everyone is happy. You'll be happy.
I was kind of hoping I would get a better ending for saving the world.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No. This is the beginning of eternity. Your reward. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days or months or years or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier. Psst. Hey, we're not just gonna stay here forever, right?
Oh no. Do you have any idea how to get us the heck out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only one thing it would want you to use that blade on, and I'm afraid that thing is you, dear hero. He's right. It's the only way out. Do you hear that? It wants to take this happiness away from you. It wants this wonderful place to end. Do you not? There's more for us to do, and the only way for us to do it is to take that blade and use it. Don't you dare.
Anything to get out of this hell.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss? You ingrate?
הייתי מעדיף משהו יותר טוב, אבל...
Fine.
אולי זה למה אי
For the
אפשר
first time
בעצם
since time
ללכת...
stopped meaning anything, you throw open the door to the basement and walk down the stairs.
אולי זה למה אי אפשר לצאת מהקאבן.
The princess's
Oh.
body is dust and bones, though the blade you used to slay her is still as pristine as the day you first held it. You pick up the blade, you stab yourself, and you die. The end. Nice knowing you.
Bye. The Spectre.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Oh, you bastard. You're in for it now. I'm wise to your tricks.
My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. That's fine. It wasn't very hard to kill her last time. We'll just do it again.
מעניינים, עבר זמן מה?
Well, if for whatever reason you're going to insist that this has happened before, at least your heart's in the right place.
Proceed. רגע, hold on. שנייה. רגע. מה אני אעשה את זה?
Oh. Do you think there's something else out there? Alright. Let's see what we can find. It's bound to be more interesting than doing the same thing over again. Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave? Do you even know where you're going?
No. Nope.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down the path away from the cabin. That's strange. It looks like this path
No way!
also leads to the cabin.
No way!
Convenient. Everything's back on track again. Maybe the world can still be saved after all.
No way! אפשר להשיג את cold ו-contrarian?
Oh, how quaint. He really wants us to go in there, doesn't he?
Turn around again and leave again.
You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't do your job, everyone dies. Like, dies. Forever. But fine, you turn around and trek back down the path you came.
Wait, something isn't
Oh.
right. Can you still hear me? You're supposed to wind up back at the cabin again. But everything is getting fuzzy.
זה חדש.
What's going on? Where are we?
אנחנו נכנסים ל-Long Quiet, אבל לא ראיתי את הספקטר. זה חדש.
I don't know. But it feels like home.
The world around you is unwound. It's physical matter replaced by textured nothing. You find yourself in the Long Quiet once again. Memory returns. There's a distant rumbling. Sound of many voices. Undulations pulse louder as something other comes close. You already know what dwells in the empty spaces. Feelers probe across the fabric of reality. Extremities find your consciousness and wrap themselves around it. You are no longer alone. Hello, shifting mound. Confusion. Why are you here? I'm unfinished. Resistance. Fingers drag claws across the glass surface of your soul. Frustration. This vessel is full of you. It is useless to us if it doesn't bring more gifts. Force pushing against your will. No, you cannot go back. Not there. Regret. The world is broken and beyond repair. We must weave something new. A waging finger. There's only so much thread in this place. Do not waste it. I'm your only salvation. Deny. Return to a distant path or face the consequences.
You're on a path in the woods.
Hold on. Some memories. לא פה. אני לא יודע מה הידיים האלה חדשים. Oh. The Spectre. משהו כזה השתנה פה. אולי זה? Find the Spectre. אוקיי. עדיף שאני אגש אז לספקטר עצמו. פה. אבל זה חייב להיות כאן. Damn both you to an incomplete existence. שנייה. אז רגע, אז אני אעשה אנדינגס שאני כבר עשיתי.
Good. You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the...
Okay.
You attempt to make...
Save the princess.
Fine. No. The blade!
Are we running away? What are you doing? We have to save her.
Seriously? You're just going to... Fine. I suppose you're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? It's remarkably selfish, if you ask me. I've already outlined the stakes of the situation. If you don't
Wow,
do your
voice
job,
acting about him.
everyone dies.
Oh,
Like,
like this one
dies,
bit.
dies.
There's not a single damsel in sight. How dull. מה להגיע ל-incomplete existence הזה? The witch dwells in the empty spaces contracts across the edges of your mind again. She is furious. Betrayal. Every door you close on me is a door you close on yourself. Do you want to linger here, intertwined with a creature you taught to hate you forever? Eternity never ends. Cold spite. Our infinities shrink into something less. I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you. Okay. Ends of I hate you because of your anger. Why do you... Why have you come back?
You're on a path.
Oh. איזה עוד דרכים אני יכול לעשות פה? מה עוד עשיתי? איזה עוד דרכים אני עשיתי?
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
I'm positive.
Not dropping the
Then I'm not talking to you.
Guess my name pass. Are you sure you don't want to talk? Slide
You charge the princess.
Finish the job.
With the last...
Okay. Bye.
And away we go. Good call.
Seriously? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue down. That's strange. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trek back.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still hear me? What's going on? Where are we? That son of a bitch flipped over the table, didn't he?
זה לא, זה shifting bound. Desperate please, I do not hate you. I'm sorry I said I hate you. I do not have to hate you. We can still leave this place together. An offering, we can be friends. Ecstasy, you're elated. You have never felt more elated than you feel now. Everything is good. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than euphoric joy. A reminder, we can be worse than enemies. Agony, you are torn into a million pieces and you feel pain in each of them. You have never felt more miserable than you feel now. You cannot remember what it is like to feel anything other than anguish. זה אמור להיות דמיון לנרייטור? Mercy, you're elated again. You have never felt more elated than you feel now, in contrast to the agony you have suffered. Desolation is better than all of the other elation you have experienced. Round eyes looking up at you. I need more vessels so that I can be finished. I cannot find them on my own. But they are me. They are the only one. You are the only one who can do this. You are our salvation. Bargaining. What can I do to make you stop?
You're on a path in the wood.
רגע, hold. Hold on. שנייה אחת. Oh. אוקיי, אני יודע מה קורה פה. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. אני חייב לעשות את זה 5 פעמים. המשחק הכריח אותי לעשות את זה 5 פעמים. Denial, anger, bargaining, depression, acceptance. זה ה-5 stages of grief. זה עובד? אוקיי, זה כן עובד.
You're on a path in...
שאלה היא עד כמה אני יכול לעשות דברים מתי שהיה נעול במצב הזה. מה עוד עשיתי? אני לא יכול לעשות קולד עוד פעם. או הספקטר. כי זה אותו ראוט כאן. לא דבר כמו פה. אני תעבור רק 10 דקות ועשיתי כבר 3 achievement'ים. אני רוצה לחשוב מה חסר לי. בלייד, נכון? עם בלייד? לא יודע איך איזה פרינצס משחקתי. אולי הספקטר לא בדיוק נחשב. לטרלן לי פה כלום. A stranger. Damsel. City damsel. Grave. מחייב damsel. Grave. רייזר. איך מגיעים לרייזר? רגילה שאני כבר עשיתי את זה. זה אחד שמחכים ואז אחר כך עושים צ'ארג'. אם ככה אז מה עם טאוור? איך מגיעים לטאוור? יש גם את נייטמר. הנה רייזר, ספקטר, דאמזל, טאוור. איך עשיתי טאוור? איך משיגים את זה? סטרנג'ר לא עוזר לי פה. But you said she wasn't armed. אני לא בטוח אם זה חלק מנייטמר. עדיין יש לו את 4 למצוא. אז 4 אלה זה עושה לי ספלט לכל השאר. כתבי לי זה. 1, 2, 3, 4. אוקיי, אז כל זה צ'פטר 2. ואז כאן למטה זה צ'פטר 3. אז כן, אני לא יכול לקבל את הגריי או את הרייף. לפחות בקלות. זה היה יותר מדי complicated. הסטרנג'ר זה בלתי אפשרי כי אי אפשר לחזור אחורה. עשיתי דאמזל. עשיתי ספקטר. עשיתי רייזר. עכשיו נתנו רק נייטמר וטאוור. איך עושים נייטמר? איך מגיעים לנייטמר? או טאוור? אני לא זוכר איך מגיעים לשני אלה.
You take the blade from the...
אבל זה רוב הסיכויים עם הבלייד.
Oh, are you now? Why don't you come down and let me take a look at you?
Great job. You gave away the element of surprise. Good luck, hero. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess.
Okay, when you said you were
There's
here
a
to kill
heavy
me.
chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
I haven't decided yet, נכון?
How about you drop the knife and the...
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the...
You poor thing.
You step forward. Your grip...
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason. So, you should just...
She's unarmed.
I am not dropping the blade. או שאני צריך לדבר כאן.
You go into this expecting to die. You're going to die.
Hesitating? Why don't you drop the knife and the two of us can be civilized with each other?
זה חדש. I'm not dropping the blade.
Then I'm not talking to you.
Square at the princess.
You stare at the princess, squinting.
זה גם חדש. אוקיי.
She squints back.
The two of you are gonna do this forever, aren't you?
Are you sure? Oh my god. Squint harder.
You squint even harder. So does she. At least nobody's dying right now. You're going to have to make a choice. You can't keep squinting forever. Eventually, someone is going to have to blink.
אוקיי, עכשיו אני חייב לעשות פה. אז אני עושה כאן סייב. Drop the blade. איך עושים טאוור? אני צריך טאוור או נייטמר. אחד משני הצ'ויסים האלה ואני יכול להתקדם הלאה. טאוור או נייטמר. נראה לי זה הצ'ויס, אם ככה טאוור או אחר זה נייטמר. למה אני עושה סליי?
You charge the princess, blade trembling in
Oh.
your hand, but you've already lost the battle. She casually sidesteps your thrust before knocking.
We shouldn't have hesitated.
But she doesn't stop there. She kicks
Oh.
you a few times for good measure, as you lie, crushed and
Ew.
broken on the basement
זה
floor.
טאוור!
The princess kneels on your throat. You shouldn't have let that fear creep into your...
Is this really the...
She applies more pressure.
זה טאוור! Oh my god!
You're right. We should just leave. There's nothing we can do to stop her, so we might as well enjoy what little time we have left.
Seriously? Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's true. You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around and trick.
Wait, something isn't right. Can you still... What's going on? Where are we?
We're dead, obviously.
The world around you is unwound. Its physical matter replaced by a textured nothing. Find yourself in a long, quiet memory returns. Distant rumbling. Dejection. Feelers lamp against your soul. Why? Long silence, a hollow heart. I don't want to see you. You don't know what you're doing. Depression.
You're on a path in the woods.
Oh, it's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You're so close. Don't give up. You've come this far. No, this is a good idea. Maybe we can de-escalate things.
Oh, threatened, are we? You poor thing. Drop the knife, and of course we can talk.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling
Gosh.
hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Thank you. Maybe now we can just talk.
Against your better judgment, you will be fine. I don't know what you're hoping to accomplish here.
So here we are. What an awkward start to a relationship. I know.
She was just threatening us a second ago. Am I the only one here unnerved by that perfect little laugh?
Yes, I do. Do you know why I'm here to kill you?
I'll take that as a sign that you're finally coming around to reason.
I have no idea. To be honest, I don't even know why I'm down here, or how I got here. I was kind of hoping you might be able to shed some light on the whole situation. Oh, have you decided?
You know why.
That seems like a pretty good compromise.
I'm locking her in the basement.
I know you think this is a fair compromise, but it isn't.
Nope, we're sticking to the plan and locking her down here.
You'll be the death of all of us, but fine. Have it your way. You close the basement door, locking it behind you and quickly barricading it with a heavy wooden table that once
Hey,
held
to make
you
this
settle in against the far wall to what isn't long
I
before
know it's not.
she sounds.
Okay. Ignore her and go to sleep.
Just ignore her. Maybe the banging and wailing will stop if you just don't pay attention to it. You put the princess's threats out of your mind as best you can, and
Incatela po.
this is good. I was worried you might fall for his shit again, but this is good. Whatever answers there are to be found, they aren't here, and they definitely aren't there. Seriously? You're just going... You're really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine. You turn around...
Wait, what's going on? Where are we? It's finally happened, hasn't it? We finally cracked.
A long quiet. Goddamn, a shifting mound. Goddamn acceptance. The feelers hold you in a gentle caress. Resignation. I cannot stop you, but our spool is nearly taut. A warning. If you come here again, we will be here forever. This is it.
You're on a path in the woods.
אני עושה את זה חדש. כנראה יש משהו אחרי acceptance. בקונטקסט של המשחק הזה. הנה אחד שאני עכשיו חושב עליו.
How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
לא לדאוג, זה חלק מהתוכנית.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with
I
the
can't believe you're
princess.
here. I've been waiting
There's a
for something
heavy
like
chain
this to
around her
happen
wrist.
forever.
I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
I'll see what I can do.
You're only making this more...
Upstairs. Down to the bottom.
Fine. No.
Sorry, אבל... החוקים השתנו.
Okay, there's no going back now. I'm with you to the end. You bring the blade down to strike at the princess's heart. But she's fast. She ducks to the floor, your blade narrowly grazing her backside. Slaying her won't be easy now that she's free.
We could have gotten out of here together. Were you just lying to me this whole time?
Yes! דווקא כן!
I don't know what's come over you, but if I have to kill you, then I'll kill you. Do you think I need both of my arms to do that?
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm.
Oh my god.
But you have a weapon. You raise the blade, digging it under her ribs, aiming directly for the heart. It's not enough to stop her. You feel her claws in your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease.
Oh my god.
You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained in red as her blood and yours both seep into the fabric. If we're lucky, the wound you managed to inflict will be enough to at least delay her escape from this place. If we're very lucky, it will kill her before she can reach the outside world.
It can't just end like this, right?
Game
As
over.
much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry, but it's over. Everything goes dark, and you die.
זה אשכרה אחד חדש. The Witch.
You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her.
Well, I already slew the princess. Sure, she also killed me, but I definitely got her. Why am I here again?
I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time.
Hey, Apple.
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Brilliant. We need to keep
Oh.
our cards close to our chest, and I'm not sure we can trust him.
Opportunist. זה דווקא חדש בשבילי. Huh.
You know I can hear you, right? It's going to be a lot harder than you think to keep secrets from me. Did I say I'm not sure we can trust him? Slip of the tongue, bit of the old brain fog. I meant to say that we should probably head over to the cabin and slay that princess. We already know we can't trust her, so let's get on with the show.
Turn around and leave.
Well, you're the boss.
Seriously? You're just going to turn around and leave?
Yes.
Fine. I suppose you just quietly continue. That's true. You're
Leave.
really keen on wasting everyone's time, aren't you? But fine.
Wait, what's going on? Where are we? I like it. Seems like it's got great acoustics.
Okay, opportunist. Oblivion. The many fillers you pull your shape into something formless. You have made a decision. It is the wrong one. I love you. Oh. You are bliss, joy and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. You are agony, a numbing arm, a parched throat, an open wound, a soul forced back into existence. I love you. You are bliss, joy, and understanding everywhere at once. Your soul threatens to fade away. I love you. Your agony, parched throat, an open wound. אני לא חוזר על זה. No way. Oh. Exist. Consciousness fades away. נראה שהדבר שאני יכול לעשות פה. Just as you once were nothing, so have you become nothing once again. Oh. Interesting. אוקיי. זה היה בהחלט משהו. אני מופתע דווקא שאם עושים פיילים לראוטים אז אפשר לעשות עוד ראוטים. כי אני הייתי אחרי סטרנג'ר. אז זה נתן לי לעשות 6 ראוטים. שזה בלתי אפשרי. כל זה אותם קרדיטים. Our song is the princess to be everything. The shifting man movement אחד ו-Oblivion. עכשיו, זה הרבה יותר קצר. Interesting, אז גם ה-OST פה משתנה. Turn to the main menu. ו-Continue מחזיר אותי לפה. אוקיי. יופי. סיימתי את כל ה-spaces between. ועם זה... נתתי את הוויץ'. יש שזה רק אחד חדש לוויץ' האמת. דווקא לא מה שציפיתי. הנה, הוויץ'. הוויץ' והספקטר. עדיף שאני אכנס לשני אלה. זה הספקטר, נכון?
A warning
כן.
before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat.
She won't be a problem.
זה ספקטר.
The interior of the cabin is
Oh.
cold, a soft odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners. You can hear wind whistling outside, banging the shutters against the windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge.
אוקיי. רק רציתי לבדוק משהו בשאר האנדינגס. המראה זה משהו שהוא completely unmentioned. המראה זה משהו שיוצא completely unmentioned. זה רק בספייסס between. אבל גם לא בדיוק. Get her to break her own chains. Always leave a means of easy egress. Everything would be so easy if you would just do exactly as I say as quickly as you can. כנראה אולי זה לשלושה האלה. ה-beast, ה-adversary וה-prisoner. כן. אם נתעלם מה-OST כל הזמן משתנה. Oh. Huh? These aren't the same wood it wasn't raining before. Huh? Like gray? What? איך לא קיבלתי את זה לגריי? I don't know. These aren't the same wood as before, they are more of a rolling plain. וזה, it wasn't raining before. יש כמה דרכים להגיע לכמה אנדינגס? המנחש אלה הם תקועים בעצם. אבל זה יותר אינטרסטינג. נראה שיש שני דרכים להגיע לגריי. אם אני מבין את זה נכון? I can smell the wood rot. Or of a museum cabin. My body, what the water gave me. What the water gave me. What the water gave me. You have been here before the flood took it all away. A deep heart. See through her drowned eyes at the end of everything. Interesting. As a gray. כאן זה אש. זה הכל נשרף. אבל יש ורז'ן אחר שתלוי בעצם יותר במים. איך זה אפשרי? אולי נמשיך פה. כי המראה בכלל לא מופיע בכלל שכאילו הגיוני.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time.
כל המקום הזה נראה רוס.
Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
Okay. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer of dust, and you can feel it settle into your lungs as you breathe in the stale air. The very building itself feels dead. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
אבל היא לא בחיים פה.
The room below is silent. Nobody's here. Naturally. As much as I appreciate the optimism, you shouldn't be so sure. I guess we'll just have to go down and see. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view. A skeletal body, lying in a heap on the floor, its wrist still bound to the wall by a thick chain. Okay, she's definitely dead.
אבל למה יש את הלופ? זה בגלל שאם הורגים אותה זה לא משנה שום דבר.
It's just like I told you. Before you have a chance to finish your thought, the top of a head appears from underneath the floor.
Hey, Spectre.
Two deep-set eyes stare up at you, followed by a mischievous, skeletal grin. And finally, the rest of the body floats up to join the head. Wait, this isn't right. What's going on here?
Ghost!
Oh. Wow. How absolutely terrifying. What's a ghost supposed to do to us?
היא די דווקא אותי קודם, כשהרגתי אותה פעמיים.
Oh, it's you. Hiya, Keller. I was hoping to see you again. I have some issues with how our last meeting went.
היי. גם אפילו שלא רציתי להגיע לזה. הייתי חייב, eventually.
The princess drifts across the room into your orbit, gently running her fingers across your shoulders and down your neck as she circles you.
בוא נתעלם מזה שעדיין יש לה ליד שקל, אבל זה לא מחובר לשום דבר.
Her touch is cold and ethereal, formless yet real enough that her icy fingertips send shivers dancing across your skin.
Oh.
So she has a
Hi,
body,
Gunny.
and she's right there. That means we could kill her again, if we wanted to.
היא רוח. זה לא כזה אפשרי. היא ליטרלי רוח. זה למה נתקעתי בעצם בקולד ורייף. לא נראה שהיה שום דבר שהייתי יכול לעשות. Slay the princess.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air. No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
Obviously, כי זה רוח. רק רציתי לבדוק את זה, כי... כן.
You're adorable when you're confused.
אני לא מבולבל, אני דווקא יותר מודע על זה. בוא נגיד שאני יותר aware על הסיטואשן.
But I didn't say you could touch me.
או לא.
Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
בשביל 100% completion, אבל... I died too, and I'm not flowing around like you are. What happened? Why am I different? Why are you different?
You don't look dead, Keller.
The princess grabs your wrist, a sudden shock of cold flowing all the way up your arm, her eyes still fixed on yours as you try to squirm out of her grip.
And you don't feel dead either.
She lets go and pulls away. Your fingertips tingle painfully as the chill subsides.
Oh my god, that's kinda creepy.
I'm less interested in why you are, or how you are, and a lot more interested in what you are.
When you're alone quiet.
I've tried to leave on my own,
Before you came back to me, I explored every inch of this place, even the spaces between the walls. But I never found a way out. I always wound up right back here.
Interesting.
I just want to go home. I'm so cold and alone here. But you can come and go as you please, can't you? So, let me hitch a ride. After all, you own me.
Die.
Absolutely not.
Die. Lo.
Is she asking if she can possess us? She is. And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her. Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him. I wonder what she would have to say to the one who wants her dead so badly.
Okay.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
Before I agree to anything, we need to talk about what happens after you leave this place. I was told you would end the world.
And what? You just believed that? You killed me without giving it any thought? That's cold.
That's rich coming from her. Every time she touches us, it's like we freeze over. She's right, though, but that's neither here nor there. What's done is done. What we do from this point forward is all that matters. Let's try not to let emotion get the better of her.
Obviously it was wrong of me to believe that. How could you have ended the world if all it took to kill you was a knife to the heart?
So there really was a last time, and you really did manage to slay her. I would have liked to think I was the first, but there's no point living in denial. The first? It doesn't matter. The only thing that matters is this. Don't underestimate your own capabilities. If you truly managed to slay her last time, that doesn't mean she wasn't a threat. It means you did something heroic. Threats come in all shapes and sizes. A misspoken word could bring about the end of everything just as much as a blade or even the mere existence of an idea. You were chosen for this job for a reason.
That's right, killer. I'm not a threat to anyone. And even if I was, I'm hardly a threat anymore, wouldn't you say?
לפי הצ'פטר 3 שקיבלתי, אם לא מחשבים את הרייזור, את יותר complicated מתי שאת רוח. What are you going to do if I help you get out of here?
I don't know. Maybe I'll just fade away. Finally able to rest once I'm free from my unfinished business. Maybe I'll find someone to haunt. Maybe I'll haunt you.
Oh my god. No.
It's a tough question, asking someone what she's going to do with her life.
אבל אין לה חיים.
The princess leans in close and pauses, the frigid air between you stale and unmoving.
Especially when it's someone that's dead.
כן.
She pulls back with a playful giggle.
Oh my god. היא הרבה יותר טוויסטד כספקטר.
I don't think most living people could answer that, either. Does anyone actually know who they are or what they want?
You didn't answer my question. Do you want to end the world?
The only thing I've ever wanted was to leave this place. It's still the only thing I want.
Still didn't answer my question. Even if you don't want to end it, does letting you out of here mean the world is going to end?
It does. We're not asking you. We've heard your whole speech already.
I really don't know. I'm not lying to you. I promise. The world doesn't matter. All I remember is that I'm supposed to be there, not here. I'm just supposed to be a part of it. It's home, I think. But what does it mean for anything to end? I ended, but I also didn't.
זה הנייצ'ר של ghosts.
And you ended too. But here you are. And you don't even look any different.
אלי, זה איזשהו מולטיברס הופינג עם גופות שונים? משהו כמו ריק ומורטי זה הניחוש שלי. בכל פעם שאני מת, ה-consciousness עם וויסים וה-hero במיוחד, בלי הנרייטור, באופן מפתיע. כל אלה נזרקים בעצם לעולם החדש, בתוך גוף חדש, שמבוסס בעצם על ה-consequences שנעשו קודם. המשחק הזה הוא ממש complicated. בוא נהיה כנים.
I'm not so sure endings are real.
הם כן. Well, were you going to end the world?
I don't know. I just wanted to leave. I still just want to leave.
Turn and leave it at that. I killed you. What are you doing not being dead?
I don't feel very dead. But I guess I'm not dead. So you must have only mostly killed me. Or maybe death is only mostly real, but it's also mostly not real. I'm not sure. I'm just the one these things have happened to, not the one with all the answers. Or any of the answers.
But we're not a ghost. Unless we are? Death, at least as a form of permanence, is just a concept. And clearly it's not a very useful one anymore. Maybe we should throw it out entirely.
Our body's right there, though. Your dead body.
The princess glances back at the bones lying on the floor.
It's just a body. Do you believe these bones? Or do you believe me? Because those bones aren't talking to you.
כן, זה לא bones, זה אשכרה ghost.
She's seeing things pragmatically. We should do the same. Reality is what's in front of us, not our preconceptions of what it should be. There doesn't need to be a static truth. There doesn't need to be objectivity.
Do you know why you came back?
How should I know? Why does anyone come back? Maybe I have unfinished business with you. Or maybe you have unfinished business with me.
הייתי אומר שזה השני דווקא במקרה שלי, כי 100%.
All I know is there's a hole in my chest. And not the big obvious one that you put there. There's something older and deeper.
Oh.
A nagging reminder that I'm not where I'm supposed to be.
What? Is that shifting mound? Sorry I killed you last time. I shouldn't have done that.
Too little, too late. But you can still make things right.
She's not in a position to bargain with us. You don't have to do anything you don't want to.
We don't have to do anything, but maybe we should. We did kill her. Wouldn't it be the moral thing to help her now that we have another chance?
When a hero slays a monster, does he apologize to it?
No.
So don't try to make things right. She was going to end the world. You didn't do anything wrong, aside from apparently killing yourself, and that doesn't have much to do with her.
Do you want me to die? Do you want me to kill myself to satisfy some sort of sick revenge fantasy? Because I already did that and it wouldn't be hard to do it again.
Are we putting this to a vote? Because personally, I'd prefer if we didn't die again.
If that's what it comes down to, that's what it comes down to. But I don't see the point of offing ourselves just yet.
Oh, that's sweet of you to offer. But killing yourself wouldn't help either of us.
It would seem that everyone here is in agreement except for you. I shouldn't have to tell you that you shouldn't kill yourself. So please, try to keep your suicidal tendencies in check.
באמת עדיף לא להתאבד, אבל... הנושא הזה עם הספקטר ננסה לעבוד פה בצורה שנותן היגיון.
Like I said, I just want to go home.
Oh my god, come on. Oh. After I killed you, this cabin, I want to say it teleported? It wasn't in the woods anymore. Time stopped meaning anything, and I had to kill myself to escape.
You poor thing. That must have been so frightening for you.
You know, after everything we've been through, it's nice to see someone finally sympathising with us. This whole thing's been an ordeal, hasn't it? She doesn't mean it.
It serves you right.
Oh.
I was pretty scared too, when you stood there not saying a word with a knife clenched in your fist. But now you know how bad it hurts to get stabbed in the chest. It sounds like you got exactly what you were owed.
God, די להיות כזה רועשת. If you're dead, then there really isn't much for me to do, is there? I guess I'll get going. Leave in the basement.
This isn't a solution. Nobody wins here.
You're...
Oh, she's upset, isn't she?
You're abandoning me here?
It would seem so, yes.
After everything you've done to me, you've chosen to do more?
Oh my god, die.
The princess starts to float erratically from side to side, her cold exterior melting away.
But if you just leave me, then I'm really just going to be stuck here forever. Then there's nothing I can do. It's just going to go on and on and on and on, lonely and sad and hurting and empty.
Oh my god! Consider?
No, not that!
Oh my god.
She's about to try something. Get ready.
Well, no shit.
The princess passes through you, a chill rippling along your skin, a disappointed sigh echoing in your ears. You turn and face her as she hovers between you and the stairs. Spectral tears streak down her cheeks as she places a translucent hand on your chest. It feels cold, but otherwise like nothing at all.
Oh my god.
Are we doing the right thing? Why do I feel so sad?
Don't
Don't let her get to you. It doesn't matter. Somehow, soon, this too will be over, and we'll move on to something new. I feel like you all keep forgetting that. Her dark-rimmed eyes fall to the floor as she speaks.
I never wanted to have to hurt anybody. It's not who I wanted to be.
The tears on her cheeks vanish. She lifts her head, sorrow replaced with wrath, staring into you with fiery anger.
Rough. אף פעם לא שמעתי wrath נאמר ככה, אבל sure.
But I guess you've turned me into something worse.
Oh no.
She forces her hand into your chest, and then...
Ma.
Yes? Nothing happens.
Huh?
Are you sure about that? Something should have happened.
And yet it didn't. We're fine.
Interesting. Oh god. I'm not afraid of you.
Not yet. But let's see if you stay that way.
You can't be sure if you first hear or feel what happens next, but it is over before you can fully conceptualize what it is.
Ma.
A horrific splinter,
Oh!
the squelching of organs, the rending of tissue, an icy, numbing pain.
Oh my god, macapo.
I'm done asking. The next time I see you, I'm taking everything I owed. Starting with your body. If you won't choose to give me my freedom, I'll just have to make you give it to me.
She's real now. If she's making us dead, we should return the favor.
Slay the princess.
You swing your blade towards her briefly corporeal throat. It connects. A gash widens across her neck, glowing ectoplasm leaking from the wound. But it's too little, too late.
Heartbreaker, the worst
In her
face
hand, you
suffered than a
realise she
broken
clutches
heart.
your still beating heart. It thumps
my God.
unsettlingly.
Did we get her?
No.
Even if we didn't, we've given her something to remember.
See you soon, killer.
I'm afraid you'll never know. As she crushes your precious organ in her hand, everything goes dark. And you die.
אומייגה, הגעתי לצ'פטר 3? רייף? רייף?
You're on a path in the wood, and here we go again. Off to slay her again.
סטופ. רגע. רייף? לא. Rafe? Alternative path? Oh my god, okay.
The deck's stacked, isn't it?
Oh.
We kill her, we start again. She kills us as a goddamn ghost, we start again. I'm starting to think we're being run in circles just for the sake of it.
Hey, cheated. כן, לרגע רציתי להגיד, לא חשבתי ששמעתי אותך, אבל אתה ליטרלי היית חלק מהרייזור. ליטרלי הוא היה ההתחלה של כל הדבר הזה עם רייזור.
Come on. Let's not give in to all that misery just yet. There's got to be a way out of this. There's got to be a right answer.
אז cheated ו-cold. איך הגעתי לרייף קודם? איך הגעתי לרייף קודם? הנה שאלה טובה, איך הגעתי לרייף קודם? באמת, איך הגעתי לרייף קודם? סמידד וקולד, נכון? לא, זה גריי. מה היה האופציה השנייה שמה? פרנויד וקולד. זה היה פרנויד וקולד. אז עכשיו יש לי cheated. אוקיי.
And what if there isn't? Aren't you listening to me? What if all of this was rigged from the start?
That's ridiculous. There'd be no point in all this if it was just some kind of cosmic busy work.
I think that's exactly what it is. The powers that be, seeing how many ways they can screw with us. Could be it's all some kind of sick joke to them.
Okay, so you've already been here. Twice even. Great. Then let me poke a few holes in your depressing little theory. Nobody here is screwing with you, and I can't imagine any scenario where you would have started over after slaying the princess.
Huh.
Well, we didn't have to start over. We killed ourselves. And why, pray tell, did you do that?
זה היה בדרך לספקטר. אבל בספקטר עכשיו הגעתי לרייף עם cheated במקום פרנויד. כן, פרנויד, כן, זה היה פרנויד. זה היה אחרי פרנויד. מה היה השם? נייטמר. זה היה נייטמר, נכון? נייטמר ואז אחר כך רייף. אוקיי.
Because you decided to foist an infinite tedium on us.
That doesn't sound like me. If I'd had everything my way, you would have effortlessly slain the princess, saved the world, and been given your happy ending.
Happy endings are nothingness.
The ending was the tedium. You locked us in a cabin and sent that cabin to an endless void, and then you told us we were happy.
Well, were you happy?
No.
Of course we weren't happy. That's why we killed ourselves. It was awful.
Yes, and then she killed us.
Even though she was already dead. This is all fake.
Okay, let's try to get back on track. You're real. The princess is real. The world is real. The people in the world are real. And the danger she poses to all of them is also, quite unfortunately, real.
וקצת מטורף שזה ראוט שאני חזרתי אליו, אבל עם צורה אחרת להגיע אליו. עשיתי את רייף פעם קודמת.
Whatever you did the first time, it sounds like it almost worked. So how about you give it one last try? Because killing yourself seems to undo all the good you almost managed to accomplish.
All this standing around and talking is boring. Let's at least do something. Maybe we'll kill her again. Maybe we won't. Maybe we'll even free her.
Proceed to the cabin.
You continue down the path towards the cabin. It isn't long before you're steps away from your destination. I don't think you need any word. The more he talks, the more I'm interested in setting her free.
כן, אפשר לראות פה למעלה על פייסקיפים בעצם, ראיתי את זה או לא. וכן, אני הייתי ברייף קודם.
Whatever. You don't want to listen to me? Do it then.
It sounds like somebody's about...
Are you trying to use reverse psychology on me, or have you just given up?
There's obviously no point in trying to...
Would you look at that?
Take it however you will.
Okay.
The interior of the cabin is the only furniture of note is... What's strange? Is it the mirror? No, there isn't.
עכשיו יש לי cheated עם המראה הזאת.
Great. Something else has been taken away from us.
A blade.
I suppose the only way to go is forward.
You slowly make your way towards the gaping maw that awaits you.
We've always been watched. You're watching us right now. Sometimes the feeling is just stronger than others.
The paranoid.
I feel like you're trying to put us on edge. We don't need all this anticipation. We just need this to be over. You stop as you reach the end of the hallway, I presume in front of whatever What are the odds she's waiting for us right now? Just out of sight, on the other side of that glass.
כמו שאני אמרתי קודם, היא מאחורינו.
You reach your arm forward into the pitch black of the opening.
Nothing. It's like this place read our mind just to mess with us.
What you looking at, killer? Staring into the void? Thinking about what it'd be like to die again? I know exactly how you feel.
Shit, where is she? You feel something long and frigid caught your bones. Icy pain radiates up from the break, a deep cold flooding your veins as your legs, numb with the shock of it, collapse. And you collapse, you're met with the terrifying visage of the princess. Her hand grips your leg in a steel vice, her grin carved jagged from...
But do you know how I feel? I gave you a path to forgiveness. I gave you a chance to make things right. But you decided it would be best to try and bury me all over again. You're not getting another chance to mess this up. So, here's how this is going to go. I'm going to take your body, and I'm going to walk it out of here. And you get to watch me do it. Completely helpless. Just like you left me.
I say we let her do it. It's something different.
Do we even have a choice? You always have a choice. Maybe before, but not now. There isn't a blade this time. Exactly. What choice is there if there isn't a blade?
Well, unless you have any specific ideas, I think my vote's the only one that counts.
Struggle.
You violently struggle against the princess, but all you manage to do is grind the fragments of your splintered ankle together. You can't shake free from her now.
It's so easy to make me scream. But I won't be crueler than I have to be. I don't even want to cause any more damage. It'll be hard enough for me to walk out of here on that broken ankle.
You remain pinned to the floor of the long hallway as the rest of the princess torso stretches until her face... Are you sure you can't do anything to help and crush you along with her? Not like this. You don't even have a weapon. And whose fault is it there isn't a weapon here? Yours, I assume. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Whatever you did in those previous lives of yours, you really messed up. Are you seriously trying to blame this on us?
Your vision fades as she tears. You're awake. Eyes once again. It's so cramped in here. Like there's some sort of growth trying to push us all. I know. You rise to your feet, though the pain in your act is another option, you know.
Wow.
Don't help either of them. Flip the table.
Flip the table?
That gap where the mirror was, I don't think it goes anywhere. Let's throw ourselves into the abyss.
Сиди за кодом. I said it's a codem.
Your body, still slumped.
Throw your body into the abyss and leave the cabin. מה אם אני אעשה leave the cabin? כי לא נראה לי שזה ישתנה. Leave the cabin.
You toss the last of your will aside and surrender to the princess.
כי אני עשיתי כבר את ה-second option. מקסימום אני אעשה לזה reload.
Shit.
אם זה לא יפתח לי שום דבר.
Guess that's that. An end is an end. Let's see what it has in store for us. Your body inches along the corridor, every step more difficult and painful than the last. Your joints stiff and unresponsive, the shattered bones of your ankle grinding ceaselessly, as if they're fragmenting, then reforming, then snapping all over again as you make your way towards the outside world.
He's desperate. Oi!
But despite the anguish, it doesn't feel like the exit to the cabin is getting any closer.
Oh.
If anything, it's getting further away.
A narrator!
It doesn't matter how long this hallway is. I will drag the body till it replaces meat and feathers. I will be free.
קדימה narrator, תציל אותנו פה.
Please, just let her out.
Yes, let me out.
It's pointless, isn't it? I can't stop her without you, and you'd already given up by the time we met. No, screw that. The hallway gets even longer.
You have described me into submission. The door is right there.
Oh.
It really is, isn't it?
אבל אחר כך יש את ה-void. אוי!
I place your bloody hand on the door.
Oh my god. מאיפה בא הדם פה?
I made you twist the handle.
Isn't saying all of this his job?
כן, זה אמור להיות הנרייטור, איפה הוא?
It's gone.
או! אוקיי, אוקיי. אז זה אומר שאנחנו נמצאים עכשיו בלונג קווייט.
He really is, isn't he? I had a feeling you could deal with him for us.
I did nothing. He dealt with himself.
זה הלונג קווייט. האקו בחיים לא יכול להופיע פה.
This is it then. The big moment. I just hope it's a way out.
A hallway.
The candle clicks as we push forward. The air is different here.
זה מוזר שהפרינצס עכשיו עושה פה את הנריישן. The passenger, when taken against your will, witness your enemy's freedom. But as you step outside the bounds of the cabin, you feel another violent tear, a rending that cuts all the way down to your soul. You are once again separated from everything that nested in the deep crevices of your body, from everything that isn't you.
We're us again. How interesting. We actually won, didn't we?
נראה ככה.
What is happening to me?
קדימה, shifting mound. Bye bye. Shifting mound. I didn't answer her before she's gone. Memory returns.
She's gone. Where did she go? And there's that mirror.
It's going to be okay. Just trust me. We've been in before, and you always
It
get
feels
scared.
so bad. Like looking into it right now. It's going to do something to us. I can feel it. You don't need to comfort them.
Not the end. Whatever's on the other side is going to be nice.
Okay. If you say so. So, this is all going to work out? Whatever makes you happy.
Approach the mirror. You approach the mirror. Gaze reflection. Now they are gone once again. You've grown. Find yourself in a long quiet. Proceed to the cabin. Mom! Hita kid.
Flickering lights and empty cityscapes. Whenever you... Is a child the same as an infant?
I fought on this vessel.
This one is loneliness turned to seething. She could not... Do not mourn her. She isn't alone in life.
Oh. Do not worry, there are no wrong answers, and every perspective illuminates more shadows and shows new secrets.
My preference is... The vessels are a weave of emotion at odds with themselves, but they are only perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture. I would be alone.
How many more vessels?
If I am to be an ocean, you have given me enough to build a pond. My waters are shallow and murky, and I yearn for more perspective. The task of finding my vessels is your burden to carry.
I'm ready to go back.
I await your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
It goes dark and you die. Okay, אז רייף לא משתנה.
You're on a path in the wood.
אוקיי, כן, פתחתי את האחרונים. הנה, כן. אז עכשיו סיימתי עם רייף. אולי יש משהו שאני יכול לעשות עם ספקטר אחר כך. אבל... כל מה שזה עשה זה החזיר אותי לאותו אנדינג. מבחינת רייף. Yes. Let a spirit into your home for a lost soul. Take a spirit on it. Take on a spirit and exorcise it from your body. Save for her eyes at the end of everything. Yearning hard to have been here before. Guys, just let a spirit be your home. Just free a lost spirit. Just take on a spirit and exorcise it from your body. Okay. I think I said witch. Is it safer as I should a witch? זה נכון, זה witch? כי זה בדיוק אחרי זה witch. כי ראיתי כבר את הרייף, אז הפרוגרס לא כזה רלוונטי.
I can assure you that if he doesn't remember what happened, brilliant. We need to keep our You know I can hear. Did I?
That's just not I'm trying to do. Opposite cabin.
A warning. She will lie.
Don't worry. You can trust us to get the job done.
Stay into the cabin. נראה לי זה יהיה הראוט האחרון שאני אעשה.
The interior of the cabin is a mess of twisted roots. The walls a chaotic weave of knotted wood that, almost as if by accident, just happens to resemble a room. The floor is damp and earthy, and the only furniture of note is a slab of mud in the shape of a shelf, with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
אין שום פואנטה לחזור בעצם על רייף. ההבדל היחיד זה בעצם רייף עם cheated. ואני עכשיו עשיתי את זה, אז אני אעשה סייב על רייף. כי אני לא אצטרך את זה בשביל וויץ'. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the shelf. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon. Well, if we're grabbing a weapon, we should probably keep it hidden behind our backs. She doesn't have to know we have it. That's not actually a bad idea.
נשמע רעיון טוב. Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase dug into the muddy earth below. The ceiling is thick with roots that hang like locks of tangled hair.
Muddy earth, huh? אולי ככה אני יכול להגיע ל... איך קוראים לזה עכשיו? The Grey. Oh my god, an idiot.
The weak starlight from the cabin windows behind you can barely penetrate the gloom here, only illuminating the edges of an opening below. It shines in the darkness like some kind of massive maw waiting to swallow you up into the earth. The air smells of dirt and copper. It's thick and wet, as if your lungs are being coated in mud with each intake of breath. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice skitters up from below.
Something nasty finds itself on my stairs. Come on down. Don't be scared. I probably won't bite.
I'm not nasty.
But you are. You're a wretched little thing. I recognize that voice as easily as I recognized your nervous little footsteps coming up the path. I know who you are, and I remember what you've done.
מה עשיתי בשביל וויץ' עוד פעם?
She must have you confused with someone else.
בגידה. אני בגדתי בפרינצס.
She seems friendly enough. Maybe we can talk our way out of this whole situation. You can't. Unless you slay her right away, she's going to break free and end the world. There's no reasoning with what she is. Look, I'm just throwing ideas out there. I like to think out loud. I'm the kind of guy who likes a discussion. Don't we want to hear what everyone has to say before making any big decisions?
נשמע רעיון טוב.
Do you want to hear what everyone has to say? Or do you just want to hear yourself talk?
Oh.
You need to stop lingering. Your task is to slay the princess, not endlessly debate about what to do with the princess. Fine, fine. You're the boss. Thank you.
Oh.
You descend the basement steps, entering the dark room below. You can just make out the shape of the princess in the gloom. She's huddled against the far wall, her eyes bright and glaring from amid the thick roots.
And there you are, one hand tucked away behind your back, gripping that sharp, sharp blade, no doubt.
Oh my god, damn it.
That's not fair. How would she know that?
אין משהו כמו כיסים או משהו? או מכנסיים? כאילו לפרינצס יש בגדים לציפור, a.k.a. long quiet, כזה עוד ספוילר. אין לו שום בגדים עליו? Oh my god.
So, we've dropped the pretenses. Good.
You made a comment back in the woods about having been here before. Now she's acting like the two of you already know each other. Oh, no. You've already been here, haven't you? That's pretty sharp. How'd you figure that one out? Call it deductive reasoning. Well, you seem to be great at it. So, you really don't remember us, do you? No, I don't. But you and the princess clearly have a shared reality, even if I'm not a part of it. I won't waste time fighting you on something that's clearly true. I'm just glad we could put all this behind us. Is it all behind us? Just focus on the task at hand. I don't care if you've been here before, and I don't care if you think you'll go somewhere else after this. My world is on the line right now, so I'd appreciate it if you would take this seriously and slay her. Let's chat her up a bit first. Maybe we can find a middle ground where everyone's happy. Don't talk to her. You're just going to make things more difficult than they have to be.
לי זה לא משנה.
Well, I seem to remember you having a tongue.
לי באמת זה לא משנה. לא משנה מה אני אקבל ניו אנדינג. אם זה לא יביא אותי לגריי. Look, I know, it got messy last time. But I think there's something bigger than both of us at work. We should team up.
I suppose you didn't come into my hovel of your own accord, did you? Alright. I suppose I could team up. I need a way out after all. And unfortunately, you're the only one I have.
Seems to me like she's offering a mutually beneficial arrangement. We should take it. Do you know what the word mutually means? Because it sounds to me like she's offering an arrangement that benefits her and her alone.
בשבילי גם, כי אני אקבל ניו אנדינג. Sorry about last time.
Ooh, smart. Let's apologize, get us back on the right foot.
Oh, you're sorry. Isn't that nice? You're such a gracious little monster. If you're sorry, then let me out of here. Prove it.
Don't worry, the blame isn't for you. Or not for killing you. We got to get you out somehow, right?
Oh, I don't need you to cut me out.
The princess grins as the chains fall from her wrist.
Oh.
She could have gotten out of those the whole time. That sneaky little... A woman after my own heart, really. She knows how to hold her cards close to her chest. This is why she can't just be abandoned here. If left to her own devices, she'll find a way out. Now stop her.
Why do I have a nagging feeling you're going to stab me in the back if I help you out of here?
And why would I do such a thing? Is someone's guilty conscience getting to them? But I wouldn't worry. As much as I may hate you, letting you live is in my best interests. If you get me out of here, the only thing that will be dead and buried is the bad blood between us.
Oh, that nagging feeling you mentioned is me, by the way. I'm actually a little anxious about a potential backstabbing event. She needs us to get out of here. We'll be fine if that's what we decide to do. You won't be fine because destruction is in her nature. If she gets out of here, that's it for the world, remember? Even if that's true, that doesn't automatically mean she's going to stab us in the back. I think that depends on your definition of words like stab and in the back. She might not literally do that, but she could very well symbolically do the same thing.
Oh, literally, אם היא תיקח את הבלייד.
See? He gets it. There's nothing wrong with looking out for number one.
Very interesting. I don't want to hurt you, but clearly there's some broken trust. Take this as a gesture of my goodwill. Give her the blade.
You can't be serious. Now, hold on. We should put this to a vote. The blade is one of our most valuable assets. We can't just give it to her. What if she uses it to kill us? I vote no. As do I. Abstain? You abstain. She's going to kill us if we give it to her.
It's not a democracy. We're giving her the blade.
You're going to get everyone killed. You know that, right? But of course you do. You toss the blade at the princess's feet. She eyes it with suspicion before kneeling down to pick it up.
I wouldn't have done that. Why did you?
She creeps forward, taking one cautious step at a time until you and she are face to face.
What do you think happens now?
That's up to you. It's why I gave you the blade. I chose last time, and I regret it. So now it's your time to choose.
Her shoulders tense and her eyes dart away.
This is another trick. You're trying to sow doubt, but it's not going to work on me.
And then she buries the blade in your heart.
Okay.
What? No, come on, that's not right. I told you this is what she was going to do. Glee dances across her face as you fall to the ground.
I did it. I got you. You...
אני אבל נתתי לה את choice.
The princess seems to tremble, her smile fading quickly, replaced with concern. Her nervous eyes brim with tears.
Why? Why did you let me do this?
But you don't have the strength to respond, nor do you have the time. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Past life gambit. Have your power to a suspicious character. רגע, זה קרה? אמרת
You're
4?
on a path in the woods.
She stabbed us. She actually stabbed us.
Hey, cheated. שוב. Hi.
Of course she stabbed us. We gave her the blade, which, I might add, I voted against.
כן, זה אמרת the thorn.
But the whole point was that she wasn't supposed to do that. The whole point of giving her the blade was to break the cycle of violence, and she just killed us anyway.
לפחות זה חדש. The thorn.
I guess it really doesn't matter if she killed us though, right? We're back here, which means that everything's fine, or fine adjacent.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she won't be as keen to betray us this time. We've already proven to her that we can change. Maybe that's all it'll take to show her that there's another way to do things. You know, maybe you're right. In which case, I suppose the only thing to do is to get back to the cabin and give it another try. Give what another try exactly? You are aware I've been listening to you, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like that changes anything. We all know the game is rigged. It doesn't even matter if she's nice this time. I'm sure he'll find a way to turn us against each other.
Of course.
Great. So you've obviously been here before, since you apparently died at least once. Twice, actually.
Is that our third time?
Sure.
Third round.
Twice. Then I'll spare you the little introduction I had planned. You already know about the princess, and clearly you already know that she's dangerous. So don't muck this up. It's bad enough that this isn't your first time through.
This place is different. It keeps changing.
Wonderful. If the woods themselves are changing, then that's all the more reason for you to take this seriously. It would mean your grip on things is slipping, which, in turn, likely means her influence is spreading. Someone's in the know.
I've had enough of these annoying little secrets. If you want us to do this, you have to let us in on your game already. All of your game.
I've already said too much. The more information you have, the more difficult your task will be. Don't listen to her, definitely don't free her, and if you can, don't even think about her.
We're even now. I'm sure she understands that, but we can see what she has to say for herself when we get to the cabin.
Yes, good. Playing both sides. That's what smart people do, and you're the smartest in the room. I'm not sure it counts as playing both sides if people can hear you doing it. Buddy, you're thinking in far too few dimensions. There's layers to doing this right, and I'm pretty sure the one making the choices gets that. Trust in the plan. Trust in what plan?
תוכנית שלי, שזה I literally have no idea, כי רוב הסיכויים אני מקבל פה ending.
The decider's plan. Sure, we don't know what the plan is yet, but that's part of the whole trusting thing, isn't it? A good leader knows how and when to keep things secret, and sometimes a good leader even knows to keep things secret from himself.
Sure, we'll see what she has to say for herself, but don't forget that whatever she says is likely just as much lies as what he's been telling us. We should keep our cards close to our chest.
If I were you, I'd remember what she's done. You know how dangerous she is. You should know that someone like her shouldn't be let loose upon the world.
Well, what happens next? It seems like all of our answers are in the cabin. Let's see this through.
It isn't long before you find yourself at the base of the cabin. I think it's clear where everyone stands at this point. I don't know if I'd say everyone. You talking about me? I have a position. It's a good one too. Ignore him, he's just talking for talking's sake. My position is the only one that matters. The princess is a threat to you. She's a threat to me, and most importantly, she's a threat to the world. You know what you have to do.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is hardly an interior at all anymore. The burned out ruins merely suggest the shape of the structure that once stood here, charred wood still reeking of ash. But beneath it lies the fresh smell of spring growth after rain, the promise of new life in the wreckage of the old.
The bomb and the blade.
The only furniture of note is the crisp shell of what was once a table. A pristine... Wait, this isn't right. There's supposed to be a pristine blade. Why isn't there a pristine blade?
שאלה טובה.
We gave it to her last time. She can't still have it, can she?
הגיוני יותר.
Well, it's not here. And if she has it, let me guess, you want to get all chummy with her. Look, as far as I see it, if it's between him and her, I say we side with the one who has the weapon. It's just the smart thing to do.
Oh wow, opportunist.
I wouldn't be so hasty. I'm sure the blade will turn up somewhere. She can't have it. That's not how this is supposed to work.
בוא נתראה את זה שברייף אין בכלל את הבלייד? נקודה? אין את הבלייד נקודה? אז... כן.
Of course we don't get to make a choice about the blade. Every single time we come back here, something has to be different.
You step forward and approach the scorched entryway leading to the basement, hesitating before you begin the descent.
Might as well take a look while we can. There's nothing else to do here now that the knife has been taken from us.
You reach forward and wave your hand through the hollow entrance leading to the basement. What are you doing?
Figures. Well, seems like the only way to go is forward, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, that's where everything tends to be. Let's just put on a good face and have our wits about us.
Enter the basement.
You step through the frame of scorched wood and make your way into the darkness below. The stairs to the basement are covered in a fine layer of gritty ash. The air still feels warm, as if the fires that ruined this place had only recently been extinguished. Yet fresh shoots of thorny branches are already weaving themselves through the soot-covered earth of the walls around you. Their spines point courteously down towards the basement, so you're able to brush past their jagged points with ease. At least on the way down. But you don't need to think about the way back up just yet. That's a matter for after the world's been saved.
I'd say this feels like a trap, but you practically said as much. Yet you still want us to keep going.
They're only thorns. I'd say getting a few scratches in exchange for the lives of everyone in existence is a fair trade. I'm sure you'll manage.
Uh-huh.
Her voice, worn down by pain and suspicion, hobbles up the stairs.
I can't get away from you, can I? You betray me, I kill you, and you come back. You let me kill you, and you come back. I don't know why you let me do that. I don't know what you want from me.
want to figure out a way out of here. For good.
I think you know how this goes. I'm down here and I can't leave. So, come down and talk. It's not like I can stop you.
Proceed down the stairs.
You continue down the basement stairs, brushing past the smooth edges of thorns that grow more and more plentiful as you make your way forward. You step out into what was once a vast open cavern, now overrun by briars and prickles and thistles, the space thick with hostile vegetation.
Princess?
At the heart of it all, encased in a tight weave of vines, is the princess, her bloody, trembling hands clutching a pristine blade.
Did you know this was going to happen to me? Are you here to watch me suffer? Are you here to laugh?
Anirak, bati lastigan things. I'm not here to laugh. I'm here to free you. If you'll let me.
I want to trust you.
Her grip tightens on the blade.
But you're hiding something, aren't you? Why would you help me if you weren't helping yourself?
You're not the only one who yearns for freedom. I'm as trapped as you are. I think we need to leave together.
The princess clutches the blade closer to her chest.
That sounds nice. I'm so tired of the bad blood between us. But it's hard to let it go. You've hurt me.
Her eyes dart away from yours for a brief moment.
And I've also hurt you.
Come on up to the turn and leave. Is there nothing I can say to change your mind?
I don't know. What can either of us really say at this point? How can we trust something as hollow as words?
She's right, there's nothing left to say. So let's get a move on and do something before she comes up with a scheme to get out of here on her own.
Careful with that one. He's not the smooth negotiator he thinks he is. It does feel like we're stuck until we do something. If there's even anything to do besides make things worse.
We're not making things worse. I think she wants to trust us.
And maybe it's past time for either of us to say anything. All that counts is action. Reach for the blade.
You reach towards her bloodied hands, laying your palm on her trembling fingers. For a moment, she clutches it even tighter, her knuckles going white with the effort. But then the tension fades. Her grip finally loosens and she allows you to take the weapon. You carefully pull it free from the thorns, though they scrape at your skin, leaving red trickles of fresh blood all along your arms.
I'll be damned. She really gave it to us.
It feels like it's been so long since we've held real power in our hands. I wonder what we should do with it.
You don't באמת מה לחשוב על זה. Any comment? No comment. I don't know. Wow.
We free her, obviously. It's the right thing to do.
אני מופתע שהצלחתי להגיע לשני צ'פטר 3. אבל הנה כן, אף פעם לא היה לי את האופורטוניסט, אז כן, זה לפחות יהיה משהו.
I think you're right. She's as much a victim in all of this as we've been. Besides, it would really stick it to him to free her. Or, hear me out, we slay her. Right here, right now. She's never been so helpless, and if we don't take advantage of that, we may never get another chance.
אולי עדיף אחר כך? באנדינג אחר?
That sounds like a splendid idea. You should listen to him.
היה לי פעם צ'פטר 4? לא נראה לי שהיה לי פעם צ'פטר 4. כן היה לי מלא אלפים וויסים מתי שעשיתי את הפול רייזר, אבל לא היה לי צ'פטר 4.
We've all said our piece. Now it's time to make our move. It's 2 against 1. It's 2 against 2. You don't count. And why shouldn't he count? Because he's clearly not one of us. That doesn't matter. He's been with us the whole time. He should get a say.
בערך? זה טכנית וריאנט של הנרייטור, אם רוצים לדבר על זה ככה? כי ככה זה פועל בעצם פי האקו לפי הסוף של המשחק.
So, did you mean it? Or was I a fool to hand my life to you?
מה זה? Cut her free. 100%. לא סליי, לא זה. Cut her free.
Yes, what a good idea. Let's cut her free. Oh, so you're suddenly team free her. You can't just switch sides as soon as we make a decision. I can do whatever I want, and I believe with my whole heart that this is the right course of action. Let's free this princess.
יאללה.
Even if he'll stick a knife in our back as soon as he has the opportunity, it's still better to have him nominally on our side. At least that gets him to shut up for a while. See? We're all friends here, united in our actions and intentions.
חסרת narrator.
Yeah, united. But the other one has a point. If it keeps you quiet, sure, we're all friends. You take the blade to the thorny vines imprisoning the princess, and she flinches, relaxing only slightly as the blade slices into the thick vegetation rather than her arm. And she flinches again as the last of the vines is cut away, as if, after all of that, she's still expecting you to turn on her and stab her in the heart. But you're not going to do that, are you? Still, all it would take is a single slip of the blade. Is that really all you've got, threatening us with an accidental misstep? I expected more from you. Our blade didn't even waver when he said that. Yeah, you're right, he's a bit of a nobody, isn't he? Good thing I've been on your side of all this since the beginning.
Yeah, sure, opportunist. מה שאתה אומר.
The princess falls into your arms, tears streaking down her cheeks. I can't believe you're making me describe this. I hate you.
I love you too, mate.
You actually meant it. You rescued me.
I just really hate the people who put us here.
Me too.
She smiles, her hand slipping into yours, and the two of you rush to the basement stairs.
אולי אני יכול לקבל סמיטן, ואז אולי כן יהיה צ'פטר 4.
Shameful, really, that the same thorns that so graciously allowed you downstairs are now blocking your only way out.
Oh wow.
You're getting desperate, aren't you? Even more proof that you can't actually do anything to stop us. We cut through those other vines just fine, they're only thorns. I'm not afraid of getting a few scrapes. I'm not even sure we need to do any cutting, we can just move them out of the way. What a pathetic showing, really.
וברגע שהרעיון נכנס לראש, כל המשחק או כל החוקים שלו משתנים.
A few pointy sticks can't keep us down here. We're both meant for so much more than this.
Step into the thorns.
As you step into the thorns covering the basement stairs, they yield. Both you and the princess ascend the stairs without obstacle. This is unacceptable. The second you step out of this cabin with her, the world ends. Do you hear me? What did the world ever do to you to deserve this?
באמת? לא אכפת לי. כמו שאמרתי, אני רוצה לעשות אנדינג די מאוחר בלילה, אז עדיף שאני אלך באמת לישון.
It feels so good to hear you say that you're admitting you've lost and we've bested you at your own game at last. I don't care what happens now. That's all I've wanted.
יפה, צ'יטר.
You and the princess hesitate at the cabin door. This is your last chance. We've already made our decision.
We're finally leaving here together, aren't we? And all we had to do was trust each other. It wasn't easy, but I'm glad we finally could.
זה נראה כל הסטורי הזה, זה בעצם לבנות trust. Step into your freedom. Think of when you leave. Work for some issues and learn to trust again.
And step out into a new day, you irredeemable murderers.
What do we do now? Where's everything going?
קדימה. Shifting
Why
mound.
is it so cold?
Sorry, פורן. אבל אני חייב את ה-shifting mound. הגיע הזמן כבר. You do not get a chance to respond, nor will you ever. It's time to leave. Memory returns.
She's gone. And there's that mirror.
It's going to be okay, just trust me. You've been here before and you always get scared.
But it feels so bad. It's going to do something to us. If they think it's bad, I'm with them.
It's not the end. Whatever's on the other side, it's going to be nice.
Okay. So, this is all going to work out. Finally! We're going places.
Approach the mirror. לא היה לי בכלל את ה-opportunist, שזה interesting. You approach the mirror. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward. They're gone once again. The mirror always makes them leave, but you need to see what's in it. You've grown. Oh, רגע! זה רק עניין שאשכרה אפשר לראות יותר את הנושא הזה של הציפור. עכשיו, אני לא יודע למה, אבל אפשר לראות יותר פה את החלק של הכנפיים. Okay. Find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are the cabin. Approach her.
You are back. It is good that you listened to my warning.
Oh!
Choice has been stripped from you. There are very few paths left for you to walk, but there is still a tarnished thread leading to our freedom.
Okay, זה דווקא לא ידעתי.
But your commitment now is final. Your ability to walk the path of mutual annihilation is vanished with your return. If you still wish to obliterate me, it will have to wait until I am complete. Flickering lights and empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
Now you're the same being as you were before. How much have you changed?
Is a child this?
Everything you say feels like I can give me a straight answer.
I'm sorry. Where the vessels you choose to bring me carry.
What does it feel like to change like this?
Eyes close and reflect. Perspectives meld together. It feels correct. With every gift, I cannot tell you, but in this, there is still much to be seen. Neither of us know the depths of our being. Perhaps at the end of this, I will be the one to kill you.
What are your
Or
thoughts on
perhaps
this?
we will leave this
Do you have
place
any thoughts on
together.
this vessel?
This one yearns for connection she feels she doesn't deserve. Even when shown compassion, she hid herself away. She will make for a cautious heart.
Cautious. Okay.
Do not mourn her. She isn't alone anymore. Why wouldn't those?
What do you feel about me? These vessels have been bringing you. I've heard them.
The vessels are shaped by memories of you, but their impulses are drawn to the edge of the long quiet. To them, you are a gate to something more, and any hurt you've caused them is understood as a fair price for freedom. But they are only thoughts and perspectives. They are not me. The wounds they've suffered carve texture around my heart. Without them, I would be as I was before. I would be alone and without sensation. I could not feel the joy of having you by my side. If I am to be an ocean, you will have your gifts aren't what someone. My joy isn't seeing what you choose. There are no wrong
I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but we will meet again.
Everything goes dark, and you die. A cautious heart, bring the thorn to her.
You're on a path in... You're here.
No. Memories. 4. Redemption in the thicket of distrust. Oh. השגתי את הרוב. Kiss the girl? Remember a new leaf and learn to trust her again. If the princess lives here, slaying her will probably do her a favor. Strike at the thorny roses' heart. Why does it kiss the girl? Why does it kiss the girl? Whatever. לפחות יש לי 100% completion ל-Rave. כמה לא נגעתי. ספקטר אשכרה צריכתי להשיג משהו. לחצי השני של Rave. נייטמן נשאר אותו דבר. רייזר לא השתנה. הוויץ' קיבלה ממש קצת. weirdly enough. Stranger זה הכל חוץ מהאחרון. damsel. Damsel of Grey. כמו שאני אמרתי, אני עומד לסיים את זה פה, אני לא רוצה להמשיך, זה ממש נהיה מאוחר עכשיו. wait. אצטרך לזכור שאני בפייג' 7. וואו. הנה עכשיו הכל עבר אחורה, הנה. acceptance. just as it was before. Heart ripper. Passenger. Past life gambit. Or for sure if some issues are not just again. But bring the foreign to her. לאט לאט יש לי יותר progress. זה עוזר לי. 190, כמה? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 98 achievementים. וואו. נסיים את הלייב של היום פה. ממש מאוחר, עדיף שאני באמת אלך לישון עכשיו, אבל נראה מה יהיה. מצטער על הקול שלי, ליטרלי 1.33, אני לא יכול לעשות עם זה כלום. כאן היה ירין, ניפגש בסרטון או הלייב הבא, שירין גיבס, מקווה שנהנתם. וירין, אאוט. ביי חברים, מקווה שאתם נהנים.